is an excellent teacher to learn alignment from. I love learning from Jason. So if you're around Thursday evenings, go to Jason's class or come to my class at 8:30 p.m. if you don't make it to Jason's. Okay, let's just start in child's pose, you guys. So find your way into your variation of child's pose. You can have your knees nice and wide. You can have your knees together, somewhere in between. And then it might feel nice to kind of move around for a moment. So maybe you want to swivel your hips side to side a little bit. Maybe you want to roll your forehead side to side. Maybe you want to actively reach through your fingertips, even push the ground away for a moment. And then eventually get to a place where you can just kind of settle in and relax. Maybe your forearms rest on the ground. Maybe you even bring your arms by your sides for embryo. And take a moment to just let the ground hold you here as much as you are able to. So let go of any resistance, let go of any tightness, tension, and just soften. And take a moment to really fully arrive in this space. So obviously we've all made it here physically. Now start to bring yourself here mentally, emotionally, energetically. Notice what's going on inside of you. Notice any emotions that you might have brought with you to class today, not trying to change them or make them go away, but just noticing what's there. And then start to become more aware of your breath, the rise and fall, the expansion and contraction. Next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can. So very intentionally, fill up, take up more space, get full, hold in that fullness. Big open mouth sigh, let it go. Ah. Couple more times, just like that. Great big inhale, fill up. Take that moment of pause at the top. When you think you are full, see if you can even take an extra sip. And then big, huge sigh out your mouth. Release, let it go. Ah. One more time. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Imagine you're breathing into every single little space inside your body. Hold. See if you can keep holding, but soften around the held breath. And then when you're ready, just that big open mouth exhalation, release. Ah. Good, you guys. Now seal your lips and start to cultivate Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. And you can stay in your child's pose as long as you'd like, as you connect to your own internal rhythm. Whenever you feel ready to move, take your Ujjayi breath with you and just rise up to hands and knees. Start to move in your own way. So just intuitively. You might start with cat-cows, maybe some hip circles. Maybe you want to come all the way forward towards cobra, up dog, some sort of front body opener. Maybe you want to move into your wrists, your forearms. So you might spin your fingers out to the sides, back towards your knees. You might even flip your palms up. So any way you want to get into your own body. Invitation, if you would like, if it resonates, to close your eyes and just feel from the inside. So rather than thinking of what you need this morning, feel into what you need this morning. Feel your body. If you put your awareness in your spine, what's there? If you put your awareness in your side bodies, what's there? Shoulders, hips, forearms, wrists, fingers. And then don't forget about your breath. So let your breath guide your movement and use your breath to create space that was not there before. So to breathe even deeper. As you are ready, let's say in your next 3, 4, 5 rounds, so no rush, downward facing dog is our destination. So you can start transitioning in your own time and you can even get there in your own way. Good, you guys. Beautiful movement. Once you are back in your down dog, keep exploring. So perhaps you want to pedal out your heels. Maybe you want to windshield wiper your heels from side to side. So rolling onto the outer edge of one foot, inner edge of the other, and then switching it up. If you want to lift one leg up and then the other, go for it. So in your down dog, don't worry too much about getting your legs completely straight or your heels all the way down to the ground. First, work on the length from your fingertips all the way up to your hips. So as you push into the ground with your hands, imagine you're taking energy from the earth, moving it up through your arms, through your side bodies, and then feel that connection to center. So if you come to my class often, you always hear me talk about that invisible rope that's attached to your belly button. It's pulling up, it's tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So feel that lift. Breathe big, spacious breaths. So inhales that make you feel buoyant, that create a sense of lightness. Exhales that plug you into your center. So at the end of each exhale, you find that navel to spine connection. You feel your intrinsic strength. Uddiyana Bandha. You guys look great. Nice poses. Take one more inhale into your down dog, maybe lifting your hips just a tiny bit higher, growing your spine just a little longer. As you exhale, look to the top of your mat. Step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Once you have arrived, pause for just a moment. I would recommend feet about hips width distance apart for this first one, maybe even wider if it feels good for you. All 10 toes face forward. Grab opposite elbows for ragdoll. So imagine again that invisible rope that's attached to your belly button. Now it's pulling just straight up towards the ceiling. See if you can lift your butt higher and then forearms a little closer to the ground, crown of your head towards the ground. Breathe. Weight slightly forward in your feet. So rather than rocking back into your heels, keep your weight in the pads of your toes, balls of your feet primarily. Take one more big breath. Release your elbows at the end of your exhale and find a halfway lift as you breathe in, spine parallel to the ground. Get all the rounding out of your back. Yes, exhale, fold and bow. Do that once more. Inhale, halfway lift. So top of your head reaches forward, tops of your thighs press back, sit bones broaden. And fold, empty out. This time, come through your halfway lift, rise all the way up. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Flow with your breath. High mountain, inhale, reach. Exhale, slow dive down. So see if you can traction out your spine as you dive, then release. Nice, Makai, as you inhale. Find your halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, nice and long. Exhale, fold and bow. Ha, all the way to empty. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, rise up. Inhale, arms to the sky, big full body stretch, maybe knees up. Nice, Kate, hands to heart center, exhale. One more round like that. Think of it as a moving meditation. Inhale, reach up. Slow swan dive. Exhale takes you all the way down. So feel your body moving through space. As you breathe in, halfway lift position. See if you can lengthen even through the back of your neck. Exhale, bow and fold. Let it go. Ha. Good. Press into your feet. Lead with your heart all the way up. Inhale, stretch tall. Reach through your fingertips. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, friends, inhale, take your arms up and then grab your left wrist with your right hand. Turn your left palm to face the right side of the room. Side body stretch. So hips go left as your upper body goes right. Keep your left shoulder plugged in, so pull it back and down, and then gently tug with your right arm, but resist with your left. So if you were to let go right now, your left arm would slingshot out. Most of your weight should be in your left foot, especially the inner edge of your left foot. Breathe into your left side, left rib cage, left waistline. Yes, one more round. Inhale, come back up, switch your grip. So grab your right wrist, and then as you exhale, other side. So initiate the stretch with your lower body and then continue it into your upper. If you just try to move through your upper body, you have very little range of motion. So hips over to the right, root down firmly into your right foot, inner edge of right foot even, and then breathe into your right side body as you reach for the windows. So right waistline, space in between your right ribs. Take one more round. Nice work, good, Katie. Inhale, come back up. And then as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. If you want more, press your palms together and then steeple your index fingers towards the ground. Try not to lock out your elbows if possible as you start to reach your hands back. So feel just the slightest little bend in your elbows. And then maybe knuckles towards the ground, heart towards the sky. So create a little back bend. Press your hips gently forward, but hug in with your inner thighs. Take one more big, huge in-breath. Breathe into the front of your heart. Keep your clasp, hinge at your hips, slow dive down, forward fold. So hang out with your fingers interlaced for about 3 more rounds. If you've got your palms pressing and it feels like too much, you can let that part go. Let your head be heavy. So if it's helpful, you guys bend your knees more. Maybe take your feet wider. See if you can lift your butt, lift your sit bones, and then lift your knuckles. Maybe even start to reach them forward, crown towards the ground. Shake your head, yes, no, maybe so. One more big in-breath. Nice work, good, Christine. Exhale, hands to low back, then release your clasps. Let your arms hang and give them a little shake out if it would feel good for you. Next time you inhale, halfway lift, realign your spine. Nice, Eileen. And as you exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat, plank position. So spread your fingers and push down with your fingertips. Breathe into your back body, draw your belly button in and up. See if you can start to take some little baby rocks forward and back. So it's just like you're sawing through wood with your body. Yeah, nothing changes in your position, just transferring weight forward into fingertips, into tiptoes, and then transferring weight back, reaching your heels back. Yeah, very nice. Next time you inhale, find that little rock forward, start on your tippy toes or knees, come down to modify. Exhale, lower just halfway. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Inhale, push back up, high plank. Do that one more time. Exhale, little rock forward, lower halfway. Strong arms, strong belly, even strong legs. Inhale, push back up. And then slow as you can go, exhale, chaturanga all the way down to your belly. Nice work. Spider-Man cobra with your inhale. So hands come out wide, lift to your fingertips, elbows face the sky. Inhale, lift your heart, tone your belly, press through your pelvis and your shoelaces. Exhale, twist to your right and dip your left shoulder down. Good. Inhale, come back to center, heart lifts, belly tones. Other side, exhale, twist, right shoulder dips down. Beautiful. Go one more time each direction, following your breath. Feeling into your body. So feel into your shoulders, feel into your front body, back body, side bodies. Eventually an inhale brings you back to center, no rush. You can stay there as long as you would like. However you want to transition, downward facing dog. Very nice, good awareness, everybody. Once you're back in your down dog, about 5 deep breaths. So any movement you want to bring in, any movement you want to explore, or maybe you just find stillness. Focus on the movement on the inside, those little teeny tiny micro adjustments, the ones that I probably can't even see if I'm looking at you, but you feel them on the inside. So those are my favorite. What would it feel like if you pressed into your thumbs and index fingers a little more? What would it feel like if you moved your shoulders a little further away from your ears? How can you do that? So just feeling into your body. What would it feel like if you took your feet out wider or your hands out wider? Breathe, big deep breath. See if you can breathe even bigger than you thought you could. So as much as possible, use your breath in your practice. Create more space on the inside. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. Nice poses, everybody. As you exhale, gaze forward. However you want to get there, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Once you have arrived, final extension, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet and take it all the way to stand. Arms reach up, stretch tall. Hands to heart center, exhale. All right, inhale, take your arms to the sky. And then listen, as you exhale, step your right foot off the right side of your mat. All 10 toes facing forward. You're gonna bend your knees, reach your butt back and your arms forward. So your spine is parallel to the ground. Your arms are parallel to the ground. You can have your palms facing each other, or if that feels like too much, palms face down. If all of this feels like too much, then bring your arms to a cactus position, or you can even reach them behind you to modify. So spine nice and long. Yes, good. Weight in your heels. See if you can sit a little bit lower. Pick up your toes and spread them. Take one more full round of breath. Strong through your back body. As you inhale, come back to center. Reach your arms to the sky. So both feet on your mat, reach up. And then exhale, other side. Left foot steps to the left. Same thing, butt back, reach forward. Play around with what feels best in your arms. So cactus or reach back to modify. Weight in your heels, pick up your toes, spread them. Try not to round your spine, so lengthen. I like to imagine I'm trying to press my arms up and my chest down at the same time. Breathe, nice, Sydney, take one more round. You guys look great. Strong poses, inhale, back to center, high mountain. So step on your mat, reach your arms up. Exhale, baby back bend. Cactus your arms, bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze, curl open. Inhale, re-extend and realign. Reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. So stick your butt out, heart forward, all the way down. Forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. As you exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa however you would like, or feel free to skip it. See you back in down dog. Nice job, everybody. Move with awareness, move with your breath. Once you're back in your down dog, reconnect, Ujjayi. So big, spacious, powerful, strong. Next time you inhale, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. So for this one, keep your hips square, inner thighs face each other. I don't care how high your right leg goes, but I do care how much length and how much strength is there. So if I came over and tried to press your right leg down, it wouldn't even move. It's so powerful. So press up and back with your right foot, and at the same time, press forward and down through your fingertips. Feel that connection to your center, that invisible rope pulling up and tugging back. Now find your breath and imagine you can breathe all the way up into your right foot, even your right toes. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly, shoulders over wrists on your back, tippy, tippy toes. Stay here as you breathe in and see if you can lift higher through your waistline. Push the ground away. Exhale, softly step your right foot through. You want to take a moment to just kind of move your legs to stretch. Give yourself a couple rounds of breath, feel free. And then eventually we'll meet up in a high crescent lunge. So you can take your time to rise up and settle in. Very nice, everybody. As you move into your crescent lunge, front knee over front ankle, nice Stanzi, high on the ball of your back foot. And then find stability in your legs by hugging towards midline. So rather than feeling like you're just trying to go super deep, find stability. Front hip pulls back, back hip pulls forward. So you're plugged in. Tone through your lowest, deepest abdominals. Find that navel to spine connection. And then as you do that, see if you can lift your heart higher. See if you can reach higher through your fingertips, possibly even gaze slightly up. Now soften your face. Nice, Mikkel. Feel into your pose. So what does it feel like to be in your body in crescent lunge right here, right now? Breathe into it. Totally present. Take one more big inhale, reach up high. As you exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Let's take a twist. So left hand stays down, Right arm to the sky. You're welcome to use a block under your left hand if you want. You're welcome to lift your left fingertips. So legs strong. Imagine you're trying to pull your right hip towards the back of the room, but at the same time, your right knee is magnetized to your left armpit. Stay where you're at. If you would like to take it a little further, option to walk your left fingertips off the left side of your yoga mat, and then right fingertips reach back, back, back. Heart turns up. So it's like you're trying to turn your heart to face the sky. It's like you're trying to reach back and touch the person behind you. Yes, amazing. Legs stay strong. Breathe. One more huge breath. Nice, Sandra. Very end of your exhale. Let that go. Unwind. Let's walk our hands all the way over to the left long edge of our mat. So parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Inhale to a halfway lift. If you want to play with some arms, feel free. You can reach out, you can reach forward, you can reach back. Whenever you're ready, forward fold, let it go. So feel free to move around. You've got about 5 breaths. Explore if you want, or be still and just breathe. Those tiny little micro adjustments are a great place to work if you would like. Good, everybody. Notice whatever there is to notice. So see if you can stay here rather than wandering off. Stay on your mat, stay in your body. Feel your breath, slow, steady. So you are just this wide open space for life energy to move through. And you get to feel it, you get to observe it, you get to experience it. Take a couple more rounds. All right. Next time you inhale, come back to that halfway lift position. Now listen, as you exhale, fold from the press of your feet, reverse swan dive all the way up to stand. Inhale, arms to the sky. And then as you exhale, warrior 2. So pivot your right toes to face forward, bend your front knee, reach your right arm forward, left arm back. Good. If you need a moment, maybe you gaze down at your feet and readjust. So take a moment to settle in. Right toes face forward, left toes face directly to the left. Wrap your right butt cheek underneath you so your right knee tracks towards your pinky toe rather than falling inward. Nice poses, everybody. Soften your face. Slow, deep breaths. Next time you breathe in, reverse warrior. So front palm rotates up, reach up, try to touch the ceiling with your fingertips and reach back. Keep bending into your front knee and then breathe into your right side. Sometimes I like to bring my left hand up to grab hold of my right wrist, just like that side body stretch we took at the beginning of class. So option if you want to take it. Right rib cage, the space between your right ribs, fill up with breath. Beautiful, friends. Imagine you're trying to lift your right rib cage away from your hips. One more big inhale. As you exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground, pivot to the ball of your back foot so you're in a low lunge. Now listen, 3-legged down dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale straight to down dog or rock it forward into plank. Your variation, so you can hover your right leg if you want. Chaturanga lower down. Heart lifts as you breathe in. You can stay for an extra breath if you'd like. When you're ready, downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath, so reconnect. Slow, spacious. See if you can even make your breath smooth. Next time you inhale, left leg back and up, 3-legged down dog. So hips square, inner thighs face each other. Nice, Donzi. Press through both hands, through all 10 fingertips. Lift from your center, from your belly button, and then make your left leg strong. So strong, powerful. If I came over, try to press it down, it would not even move. Yes, looks so good. Nice, Sydney. Take one more big inhale here. Push the ground away. As you exhale, keep pushing the ground away. Left knee to your nose. Curl in, round your spine. Stay here. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, softly step through low lunge. Nice work, friends. Nice, Paul. You can take a moment. Crescent lunge is our destination, but feel free to stretch your legs for just a moment on this side. On your next 2 or 3 rounds, rise to your crescent. Good, Mariah. So front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot. Hips are square. So your back hip shouldn't face out to the right. It should face directly forward. And then plug the femur bones into the hip socket. So pull front hip back, back hip forward. Feel that stability in your strong foundation in your legs. Your upper body is your unique expression. So feel into it. Lift your heart. Tone your low belly. Imagine there's energy coming out of your fingertips, maybe even take your gaze slightly up and then soften around the pose. So you've got all this engagement happening, all this strength work. Where can you find a little bit of softness, a little bit of sweetness? Take one more big inhale, reach, exhale, hands come down, low lunge into revolve lunge. So right hand stays on the ground. You're welcome to use a block, left arm to the sky. Good. So legs should be nice and strong, especially your back leg. Don't let it get weak. Don't forget about it. If you want to modify, you can always bring your back knee down. Otherwise, back leg is strong. And then imagine you're trying to pull your left hip towards the back wall, but your left knee is hugging towards your right armpit. Twist from your center, from your belly button. You can stay where you're at, or option, walk your right fingertips off the right side of your yoga mat. And then left arm reaches back, heart turns up. So it's like you're trying to reach back and touch the person behind you. Awesome, Cam. Keep your legs strong and keep breathing. Beautiful. One more big deep breath. Thanks, Charles. Awesome, Jason. End of your exhale, friends. Slowly release. Come into your wide-legged straddle position. Hands over to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs, halfway lift on an inhale, add some arms if you want. And then when you are ready, let it go, fold. Anywhere you want to take this, anywhere you want to work. So you can do exactly what you did on the other side, or maybe this side wants something different. Listen to that, honor that. Be present. So sometimes when I practice, I just go into my habits. I go into the things I always do. See if you can be really present. What does your body need right now? What is your body calling for? If you listen, if you tune in, can you feel your breath, the rise and fall? Can you keep it big and spacious, slow and steady? Nice job, friends. Last couple rounds. With your next inhale, come to a halfway lift. Exhale, bow deeply, fold. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, reverse swan dive all the way up. Inhale, arms to the sky, and then exhale, warrior two. So pivot your front toes to face directly forward, bend your front knee, left arm forward, right arm back. Take a moment to settle in. So if you need to adjust your feet, if you need to look down at your feet, feel free. We are not in a rush right now. So take your time to feel into your warrior two, your Virabhadrasana two. Slow, steady breath. Beautiful poses. Next time you breathe in, let's reverse. So front palm rotates up. Reach up. Try to touch the sky. Reach back. Keep bending into your front knee. Keep tracking your front knee towards your pinky toe, so don't let it fall in. Beautiful awareness, you guys. Feel the space in your left side, your left waistline, rib cage. Breathe into it. Imagine you're trying to lift your ribs out of your left hip. Beautiful. One more big inhale, bend your front knee, reach. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground, pivot to the ball of your back foot, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged down dog, left leg to the sky, stretch it out. Exhale, straight to down dog or rock forward, your variation of plank to chaturanga. Beautiful, back to down dog in your own time, find your breath. Nice work, friend. So we will move through that entire sequence, breath to movement. It does not mean that we speed through it without awareness. It means we move slowly and intentionally with our big, deep breaths. If at any time you want to take a pause, you want to take a break, you want to move on your own, always that is fine with me. This is your practice. So think of all of my cues as invitation. Take what works for you, leave the rest behind, as my friend James likes to say. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. If you're coming with me, exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift position, lots of length. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet, lead with your heart, take it all the way up, arms to the sky, breathe in and stretch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Here we go with our flow. Inhale, high mountain. Step your right foot to the right, bend your knees, butt back, arms forward, get low, keep your spine long. Inhale, back to center, step onto your mat and stretch, reach. Other side, step left, butt back, arms forward, spine long. Don't let your knees fall in. Inhale, reach back up, stretch it out. Add your back bend with your exhale. So practice your arms, bottom tips of shoulder blades, squeeze, curl open. Inhale, re-extend, realign. And slow swan dive, stick your butt out, reach your heart forward all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Try to keep that exhale going as you lower. Chaturanga, you can always skip it if you'd rather. Heart lifts, inhale, shoulders down and back. Hips lift, exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high, stretch and lengthen. Now use your core strength, step your right foot forward, low lunge. Strong legs, inhale, crescent lunge, reach up, maybe gaze up. And slowly hands come back down, exhale. And you've got your twist, inhale, right arm to the sky, gaze up at your right fingertips, open up. Exhale, unwind, walk your hands to the left long edge of your mat, parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Halfway lift as you inhale, add arms if you want. Exhale, fold, crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine. Now from the press of your feet, reverse swan dive. Inhale, rise, arms reach up. Exhale, warrior two, right toes pivot forward, bend your right knee. Inhale, reverse, front palm rotates up, reach up, reach back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg high. Exhale, either straight to down dog or rock forward, plank to chaturanga. Heart lifts with your in-breath. Hips lift, nice, Sandra, exhale. Good job, everybody. Inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged. Nice, Eileen, use your core as soft as you can. Exhale, left foot forward, low lunge. Slow rise, crescent lunge, breathe in, strong foundation in your legs, heart lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, hands come down. Nice, Makai, twist, so right hand stays down, left arm to the sky, inhale. Nice, Jason, as you exhale, slowly unwind, walk your hands over to the right long edge of your mat. Okay, halfway lift position with your in-breath, maybe you add arms, option. Exhale, work your fold, so deeply bow, empty all the way out. From the press of your feet, heart leads, reverse swan dive. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse, front palm rotates up, reach back and lengthen. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the earth, low lunge. Inhale, left leg high, three-legged. Yes, and then exhale, rock forward, plank to chaturanga. Inhale, heart lifts, peel your heart open, keep your shoulders back and down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, Christine. Take a moment in your down dog, reconnect to your breath. Anything that feels good, maybe a couple open mouth sighs, maybe lifting to your tiptoes, pressing down through your heels. So just kind of recalibrating. We've got one more round. Listen carefully, just like you always do. I'm going to add a couple of things in. So just switching it up a little bit. Just keeping you on your toes. If you're coming with me, take one more big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, gaze forward, step or hop, forward, full top of your mat. With your in-breath, find your halfway lift. And with your exhale, let it go, fold, press into your feet, lead with your heart all the way up. Big stretch, reach up, inhale, and hands to heart, exhale. All right, last round, inhale, arms to the sky. Just like a moving meditation, step to the right, exhale, reach forward, reach your butt back. Inhale, back to center, stretch and lengthen. Other side, step left, get low in your legs, try not to let your knees fall in. Inhale, back to center, reach up. And then baby back bend, cactus your arms, squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. Imagine you're trying to press them through to the front of your heart. Inhale, realign, reach up. Neutral pelvis, neutral spine. And then as you exhale, heart leads all the way down. Beautiful. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Always, you can skip it if you'd rather. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips, nice pull. All right, listen, right leg to the sky, breathe in. You can stay here or exhale, right knee, left elbow, or just as close as you can come. Inhale, three-legged dog, stretch it out. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. So get as high as you can on your right arm. Maybe even bend your elbows, take a little push up. Don't let your butt drop. Inhale, three-legged dog, stretch it out. Exhale, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, then step through low lunge. All right, everybody rise, crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale slowly, hands come down. Beautiful twist. Breathe in and open through the right side of your heart. Exhale, let it go. Unwind. Hands over to the left long edge. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Halfway lift on an in-breath. Add arms if you want. Nice work. Exhale, bow. Dive as deep as you can. Empty out. Press into your feet. Lead with your heart. Rise. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, warrior two, right arm forward, left arm back, right toes forward, bend your front knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. So reach up, reach back. Now listen, friends, exhale, side angle. So come through your warrior two, reach forward and then tip it over. We're gonna hang out in side angle for a few rounds or option to turn it into a balancing half moon. So if you would like, start to crawl your right hand forward and float your back foot off the ground. Yeah, wherever you have chosen to go, be there and breathe there. If you are in half moon, back leg super strong. You can even turn it into the bound variation, Ardha Chandra Trikonasana, if you would like. So your pose, your expression, breathe into it, soften around it. Two more breaths. Beautiful, friends. Nice job. See if you can come slowly back to a warrior two. So if you're balancing, bend your front knee. Yeah. Warrior two stance. Everybody meet here. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground, pivot to the ball of your back foot, three-legged dog, inhale, right leg high. Now listen, open up your right hip. So bend your right knee and peel your right hip open, stack right hip on top of left. Perfect place to stay. Option to flip your dog if you would like. Right foot comes down behind and then right arm forward, heart forward. Press your hips towards the sky. So try to get any flexion, any bend out of the front of your hips. Breathe all the way down into your belly. Back muscles hug around your spine. One more huge breath. Your fullest expression. Nice work, everybody. Downward facing dog. So for just a moment, both hands, both feet on the ground, walk it out. Find your breath. You can keep walking it out here, or inhale, rock forward to a high plank. Option to hover your right leg if you want. Exhale, chaturanga, lower down. Heart lifts with your inhale. Hips lift with your exhale. Ha. All right, everybody, left leg high. You're almost there. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. So use your obliques, that twist. Nice and neat. Inhale, three-legged stretch. And then left to left, aim high. So aim for your armpit, add a push-up if you want it. Don't let your butt sink. Inhale, back up, stretch, three-legged. And then everybody knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, step through low lunge. Rise up, crescent, inhale. So stay with your breath, big and spacious. Exhale slowly, hands to the ground. You are in no hurry. Inhale, twist, left arm to the sky, open through the left side of your chest, your heart. Beautiful. Exhale, let it go. Hands over to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Halfway lift one last time. Add arms if you want. Exhale, bow deeply, fold. From the press of your feet, lead with your heart, rise. Inhale your arms to the sky. Exhale, warrior two, left toes pivot forward, bend your left knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. So reach up, reach back, keep the bend in your front knee. Now remember, side angle. So exhale, come through warrior two, reach forward and then tip it over. Left hand towards the ground, right arm towards the sky. Stay here and move into a variation of your choice or option to transition into your balancing half moon. So left hand reaches forward. You can take a block if you want. Right foot floats up, right leg strong and powerful, like you're karate kicking the back wall with your right foot. Ardha Chandra Trikonasana, bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your right foot if you want. It's 2 more breaths wherever you are at, your expression. If you're falling in and out of the pose, perfect. Meet yourself right there. That's your practice today. Nice work, everybody. Let's come back to a warrior two ever so slowly. So your transition back to warrior two. Take just a moment to settle back in. Breathe in. And then exhale. Cartwheel your hands down. Pivot to the ball of your back foot. Three-legged dog with your in-breath. Left leg to the sky. Pause. Open up your left hip. Bend your knee, reach your knee out and up. So it's like your left hip is a hinge on a door. Your left leg is the door. It swings open. Stay here or option to flip. Left foot comes down. Left arm reaches forward or maybe left hand behind your head. Lift your heart and reach it forward. See if you can still breathe all the way down into your belly. One more round. Beautiful. Nice, Paul. Awesome, Charles. End of your exhale. Regular down dog. Take just a moment, walk it out. You can keep walking it out. Or inhale, rock forward, high plank, option to hover left. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Lift with your in-breath, open your heart. And then everybody, child's pose. So sit back and rest. Right back where we began our practice. Notice, does your child's pose perhaps feel just a little bit different now? Notice your breath. Notice the energy inside of your body. So the energy that we have stirred up, it's always there, but it's just harder to notice. It's harder to feel. To feel all that aliveness inside of you. If your breath is sped up, slow it down. If you've lost track of it completely, bring it back. In your next couple of rounds, my friends, downward facing dog. All right, great big inhale into your dog pose. Exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. With your in-breath, find your halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, let it go. Root through your feet, rise all the way up, arms to the sky as you breathe in, and then listen, exhale, hands to your hips. So bring your hands to your hips, and then right foot's gonna stay where it's at. Step your left foot back. Almost picked up the clipboard with my toes. Step your left foot back about a foot or so. So setting up for pyramid, I personally like my feet on 2 train tracks or 2 skis, all 10 toes face forward. Traditionally, feet on a balance beam with a little angle in your back foot. That messes with my back hip and my back knee, so I prefer like this. You choose what works best for you. Make sure your hips are square so they're straight across from one another. And then let's take our arms to the sky. Inhale. As you exhale, we're gonna twist to the right, left arm forward, right arm back. And then really work on pulling your right hip back, left hip forward. So squeeze through your inner thighs, twist from your center. Try to keep your legs exactly as they are. Take one more breath. So legs stay the same. Inhale, unwind your upper body, arms reach up. And then as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades squeeze your spine. If you can, reach your hands back. Maybe you want to steeple your index, press your palms together. Take one more inhale, lift your heart. And then lead with your heart, hinge at your hips, exhale, slow dive down. Pull your right hip back as you reach your heart forward. Eventually, forehead towards your shin, nose towards your knee so you can relax your neck. You can even let your upper back round a little bit, but keep your shoulders open. So keep reaching your knuckles up. Keep lifting your right butt cheek up, 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 up. Press through the top of your right thigh. Press back. If you don't like the arms, you just want to focus on the legs, that's fine with me. You can let your clasp go. If you do have your hands clasped, keep working that opening in the front of your shoulders. Everybody with each exhale, see if you can use that navel to spine connection at the bottom of your exhales to dive a little deeper, fold a little further. So from that place, that's your invitation to go just a little bit deeper than you thought you could. Take 2 more rounds of breath. Awesome job, friends. End of your second exhale, release your clasp. So bring your hands to your low back, then gently release. Fingertips to the ground. So if you need to bend your front knee, bend your front knee. Start to walk your hands forward and then float your left leg to the sky for standing splits. Take just a moment here in your standing splits to lengthen, reach your left leg super high. One more big inhale, spread your left toes. And then exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. So bring your left foot down next to right, big toes touch, little gap in between your heels, tuck and curl. So butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees. Yeah, and you can either press your heels down, that'll work ankle flexibility. You can lift your heels up high and that'll work straight. You can leave your fingertips on the ground or you can wrap your arms around your shins, give yourself a big squeeze. So breathe into your back body. Get as small and compact as you can with your exhales. Take 2 more breaths. Next time you inhale, halfway lift, heels down, spine long. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back to plank. Pause, Vashisthasana, side plank, right hand is your base. So roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot, or if you'd like, you can bring your right knee down to modify, no big deal. Totally up to you. If your bottom knee is not on the ground, then lift your hips. Yeah. So try to find the strength in your right side abdominals. Maybe left arm forward towards me, lengthen your left side body. Maybe even float your left leg up. So your expression, your fullest expression right here in this moment, soften around it. Take one more big, huge inhale. Nice job. Plank or modified plank as you exhale. Take an inhale at the top to prepare. Push the ground away. And exhale, slowly lower. Back bend of your choice as you breathe in. And then take just a moment, child's pose. Give yourself a couple grounding, restorative breaths. And downward facing dog. Okay, friends, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Find your way back, reconnect to your breath. All right. From your down dog, listen, right leg to the sky, inhale. Exhale, step your right foot forward, low lunge. And then we're gonna go into a twisted lunge again. So left hand stays down, right arm to the sky. Now from here, we're gonna change it. We're gonna transition into a twisted triangle, revolved triangle. So you might need to scoot your left hand back a little bit. If you have a block, you can use it. See if you can start to straighten your right leg by lifting your right butt cheek up, and pressing the top of your right thigh back. So right butt cheek lifts like there's a rope attached to your right butt cheek, pulling up. Keep squeezing through your inner thighs. You're on the ball of your back foot, or if you want to come down to your back heel like you would in a traditional revolved triangle, that's fine with me. Keep your hips square, keep twisting from your center, reach up like you want to touch the sky. One more great big huge breath. Nice job. End of your exhale, let it go. Now listen, just step your back foot forward, fold. All right, friends, bring your right foot behind your left foot. So it's like you're on a balance beam and your tiptoes, the tips of your toes touch the back of your left heel. Now walk your hands over to the left side of your yoga mat or off the left side of your yoga mat. Pull your right hip gently back. Try to relax your neck, breathe into your right side. Breathe down your right leg, take one more round. End of your exhale, walk your hands through center. And as you walk your hands through center, you're gonna switch your legs. So left foot now steps behind right. Walk your hands over to the right or off the right side of your mat. Pull your left hip gently towards the back of the room. Breathe into your left side, try to relax your neck. Yeah, nice work. And then when you feel pretty much even on both sides, no rush, come back to center and bring your feet next to one another or hips width distance apart. Halfway lift position, inhale. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet, rise all the way up, arms to the sky, breathe in, lengthen. Then one more time, hands to your hips. This time, left foot stays where it's at and right foot steps back a foot or so for pyramid pose. So both feet on the ground and both legs straight, feet on 2 train tracks or on a balance beam. So by now you probably know which one you prefer. Hips are square, straight across from one another. Take your arms to the sky. Inhale, and then as you exhale, twist towards the window. So right arm forward, left arm back. See if you can pull your left hip back a little bit more. Draw your right hip forward, hug in with your inner thighs, twist from your belly button. Good, tall through your spine, one more round. Try not to let your legs change as you come back. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands behind you, interlace your fingers. And then this time, switch them to one finger over. So it's a little bit funky. It feels a little bit weird. That's what we're going for. Shoulders roll back and down. See if you can reach your hands back. Maybe add that little back bend, lift your heart. One more in breath. Lead with your heart, hinge at your hips, slow dive down. So pull your left hip back as you reach your heart forward. And then when you can't lengthen anymore, release so your neck can relax, chin to chest. And then think forehead toward chin, nose toward knee, navel towards spine. Keep pulling your left hip up, 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 pressing the very, very, very top of your left thigh, back, 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 back. Try not to roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. Stay rooted through all four corners. So mound under big toe, mound under little toe, inner heel, outer heel. Yes, if you don't like the arms, just want to focus on the legs, fine with me. Nice, Makai. Take 2 more rounds. Work your pose with your breath. Good work. Very nice, you guys. Nice, Katie. End of your next exhale, hands to low back. Release your clasp. So fingertips to the ground. Bend your front knee if you need to. Walk your hands forward, standing splits just for a moment. So right leg lifts super high. Spread through your right toes. Make your right foot active. It's just like a one-legged forward fold. Take one more big inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. So big toes touch, curl in, get small. Breathe into your back body. Exhale, see if you can find your very center, that very deepest part of yourself. Nice, Dawn. See, one more round here. Inhale, halfway lift, heels down, spine long. Realign. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, and we've got Vashisthasana, side plank. Left hand is your base. Roll onto the baby toe edge of your left foot, or left knee can come down to modify. If you do not put your left knee down, then make sure you're lifting through your hips. That'll keep you out of your wrist and your shoulder joint. So use your left side abdominals. Lift your hips super high. Try to create an arch or rainbow shape with your body. Right arm might reach forward, lengthen your right side. Breathe into that length. Maybe float your right leg up. Lift your hips even higher as you float your right leg up. Yes, one more big inhale. Nice, Mariah. Exhale, plank or modified. Take an inhale at the top to prepare. Find your strength. Push the ground away. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale to lift your heart. And just for a moment, child's pose. Sit back and rest. Give yourself one more big restorative grounding breath, and then downward facing dog. All right, from your down dog, inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot through softly, low lunge. Revolve lunge, so right hand stays on the ground or a block, left arm to the sky. And then we're moving into our revolve triangle. So I personally like to stay up on the ball of my back foot. If you like to bring your back heel down, that's fine with me. Start to work your front leg towards straight. So if you need to scoot your right hand back a little bit, scoot your right hand back. Start to lift your left butt cheek up, up, up. Press back through the top of your left thigh. So it's like somebody has their hand in the crease of your hip and they're literally pressing back. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Nice, Christine. And then twist from your belly button right under your rib cage. Twist from your center. One last round. Beautiful job. End of your exhale, unwind. So you can bend your front knee, low lunge. Just step your back foot forward, forward fold. All right, friends, halfway lift once you've arrived. Inhale. And then exhale, fold. Walk your feet out to the width of your yoga mat. Bring your toes out wider than heels. Come down into a low yogi squat. If you are able to keep your feet parallel for your low yogi squat, then go for it. I just can't do it. So elbows to inner knees or inner thighs, hands to your heart center. And then try to find length in your spine rather than rounding. All right, stay where you're at and breathe, or option for a twist. Let's bring our right arm out to the, well, actually, let's go this way first since we were just twisting that way. So left arm out to the left and then right arm to the sky. Gaze up at your right fingertips. If the bind is available to you, you're welcome to take it. Couple breaths. Yeah, nice work. End of your next exhale, let it go and switch sides. So right hand down, press your right arm into your leg back into your arm. Use that as leverage to open through your left side. Yeah, so left arm up and then gaze up at your left fingertips. Open up. Beautiful. Try to keep your weight in your heels if possible. When you feel pretty much even, go ahead and let it go. From here, you can either just plant your hands and step back. If you want to play, you can plant your hands, maybe work with a crow or arm balance of your choice. Eventually, you can either set your feet down and step back, or if a jump back is in your practice, you're welcome to go there. Either take a vinyasa or don't take a vinyasa, totally up to you. Eventually, friends, child's pose or down dog. Thanks, Cam. And then once you are back in your child's pose or your down dog, reconnect to yourself, to your breath, to this moment. So if you just went somewhere else, you just started thinking about what you've got to do today, that's okay. That's totally normal. We're all human, but come back, be here, feel your body. If you're in child's pose, a couple more grounding breaths. And everyone downward facing dog. You've made it through the worst, I promise. Okay, moving into pigeon. Right leg to the sky on an inhale. And then bring your right shin to the top of your mat as you exhale. Gently set your body down. So you guys are all really good at setting yourself up for pigeon, I feel like. Right knee, make sure it's wider than your right hip. Active through your front toes like you're trying to spread them. Pull your right hip back. So rather than just kind of collapsing into this or plopping, right hip pulls back. Plug the femur bone into the hip socket as you bow forward. Back toes can stay tucked to keep your back leg a little more active. Keep the whole pose really a little more active. Or you can untuck your back toes, but try not to let your ankle twist or sickle. Good job, friends. And then big intentional breaths. Maybe you visualize your breath moving down into your right hip. And just notice, where do you tighten up without even realizing it? So when you're uncomfortable, how does your body respond? When you're uncomfortable, where do you go in your mind? How do you distract yourself? So this is just the time for us to notice our coping mechanisms, notice our patterns, notice how we avoid feeling our bodies or being present. And we're not judging ourselves for it. We're just noticing, we're just observing. It's just observation. So now we have that awareness. Maybe we breathe into those tight spaces and allow them to soften. We bring our awareness back over and over and over and over again, even if we have to do it 1,000,000 times in one class. Feel your breath rise and fall. See if there's anywhere that you don't need to be holding tension that you could let go. So in your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyelids, the inside of your mouth. I love the idea of softening through my heart space. I sometimes try to play with that in my own practice. So how would it feel if you could embody softening through your heart space? Take about 3 more deep breaths. You're welcome to take some open mouth exhales if you would like. End of your next exhalation, slowly begin to lift your upper body. And then however you want to get there, find your way back to down dog. So maybe you move into a three-legged dog, your right leg a little shake out. Maybe you come into a seat for a moment and somehow find your way back from there. Tabletop, vinyasa if you would like. Eventually just regular down dog, pedaling out your heels, walking out your dog. Just feel the difference between right side, right leg, left leg. Good job. And then I'll just let each of you in your own time find your way to pigeon on your left side. So when you're ready, left leg up, left shin forward. And set yourself up with just as much awareness, intention, attention as you did on the other side. Nice, Gonzi. So not just sinking into it mindlessly, but building that strong structure, what we call the integrity of the pose, and then softening around it. Breathe. Notice if you've gone somewhere else and come back. Take about 3 to 5 more rounds. When you feel pretty even on both sides, and I'll just leave that up to you, ever so slowly, mindfully begin one last transition back to down dog. Again, however you want to get there. And then once you're back in your down dog, just walk it out. Feel into all that space, all that length you have created through your practice. If you want one last vinyasa, now would be your time to take it. Nice work, everybody. Take one last big deep breath into your dog pose. End of your exhale, just set your knees down gently and transition onto your back. So however you want to get there and whichever direction you would like to face, I do not care. Come all the way down. And then once you're on your back, just draw your knees in towards your belly and find a little rock, a gentle rock from side to side. Give your low back a little massage against the ground. Supine spinal twist of your choice. Knees can go to either side, legs can go to either side first. Take about 4 or 5 rounds and then switch to the other side. Allow the ground to hold more and more of your weight with each breath. Just let your body melt around the twist a little more with each breath. And then in your next couple of rounds, if you haven't already, switch to the other side. Take a moment as you transition to neutralize. So as you come through center, you might take a little rock. You might give your knees a big squeeze. You might take a full body stretch. And then over to the other side and just breathe. And when you feel pretty even on both sides, take your time, no hurry at all. Come back to center and find any inversion of your choice. So anything that puts your hips or your legs higher than your heart. Take about 5 to 10 breaths in your inversion. It can be more restorative, it can be more active, depending on how your body feels. After 5 to 10 rounds, in your inversion, ease your way out and choose any finishing pose or poses of your choice. So I always love happy baby at the end of practice. Maybe just a full body stretch, maybe just rolling out your ankles or your wrists. So anything else your body is calling for. So just slowly, mindfully begin a transition into your final relaxation. And as you get there, as you make your way there, I have a reading for you by my favorite Jeff Foster. And this is called Sacred Disillusionment. There are two core fears: losing what you have and not getting what you want. There is one solution: falling in love with where you are. We eventually realize that our partners, jobs, religions, possessions, trophies, bank balances, the fancy certificates on our walls, even our perfect bodies won't make us happy. Not permanently or completely happy anyway. Not the kind of ever-present happiness that we truly seek and know is possible. This realization is disillusionment, the breaking up of illusions, the falling away of childhood dreams. And it often manifests as depression or anxiety, existential nausea, despair, midlife crises, addictions. But disillusionment can be a wonderful thing. For contained within its sacred core is an invitation to go beyond all those worldly comforts and pleasures that never really delivered what they promised, and rediscover that which never changes, our true nature, our true contentment prior to the ever-changing external content of our lives. When you realize that nothing, no external thing No person, no object, no substance, no circumstance, no revelation, no single experience ever has the power to make you permanently happy. You discover a deeper invitation to realize that nothing, no thing, the nothing that you are is the source of true happiness, and that every experience holds the key. Nothing can make you happy. Therefore, happiness lies within. And that is a reason for great joy. So nothing externally can bring you the happiness you seek. It is already inside of you. One of my favorite things he ever says, nothing can make you happy until nothing can make you happy. For these last few moments, just be with yourself, be with what's inside. Everything you need is already there. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And slowly bring gentle movement back into your physical body. As you feel ready, ease your way to either side, fetal position. And take a moment to just rest there, this nurturing pose. And as you rest on your side body, visualize in some way that makes sense to you, some way, shape, or form that resonates for you. Visualize your practice, the energy from it, anything that came through for you. Visualize it just kind of seeping into your being, absorbing in. I like to imagine stardust, little tiny pieces of stardust, just twinkling into all the little spaces, becoming part of me. And then taking that with you, rise to rise to a seat. So comfortable seated position. And close your eyes. Gather your hands to your heart. And bow your head to your heart. Just acknowledge yourself for taking the time out of your day to show up, to be here, to roll out your yoga mat and to do your practice, to connect with your breath, to connect with your body, and to connect with yourself in a deeper way. Thank you so, so much for letting me guide you. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. All right, friends. Thank you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.